Hey everyone, welcome back to Pawpaw's Workshop. Today I want to introduce you to the VEVOR mini chainsaw. Now this is not just a mini chainsaw. It attaches to the pole, making this a perfect saw to be able to prune the trees with and high bushes. Now the pole itself is 4 feet and it extends up to 5 feet 8 inches. But the better thing about it is my height, which I'm not very tall, I'm only 5'9", but I could reach up 14.5 feet to be able to trim the tree limbs with this mini chainsaw. Now, over the past couple of weeks, I've been using this mini chainsaw, oftentimes with the attachment for the pole onto this to cut off the limbs. I like to be able to keep the canopy of the tree limbs over my backyard cut as high as I can. And that's about 14.5 feet, and that works out real well. It does two things. It makes it where when I'm walking through the backyard, I'm not hitting my head on the tree limbs, and it be able to not only provide shade, but it still gives enough sun to be able to come in to help out the garden. So this mini chainsaw has actually proved to be a very valuable tool in the garden. This is a look at the backyard, and there's a whole lot of trees that are just over the fence line that hang over my yard, and it covers almost half of this backyard. But I like to be able to keep this canopy cut as high as I can. And you'll still notice there's a few limbs left that I need to cut. But for the most part, all of these tree limbs have been cut back now over the past couple of weeks with this VEVOR mini chainsaw with a pole attachment. And I have a couple left that I want to show you today. This is one of them right here that's still hanging down quite low. When I first received this mini chainsaw and the pole attachment that goes with it, I was a little bit skeptical. I had to put this saw to the test, and that's exactly what I did. And I had the perfect opportunity. In my backyard, just over the fence line, I have a ton of trees. Those trees were hanging all over into my yard itself, hanging quite low, creating a hazard anytime I walked out into the yard. I would bump my head on those tree limbs. Now, one of the features that I really like about this chainsaw is it has a little reservoir right here to be able to put the oil in to be able to lubricate that chain. Now, that's something a lot of these mini chainsaws do not have. So this is an outstanding feature that I really, really like. In this kit, you have the gloves, the goggles, the oil, the chain, guard, the manual, and of course you have the pole. The pole is an intricate part of this whole entire operation to be able to extend that mini chainsaw all the way up into the tops of those trees. This tool has absolutely worked beyond my expectation. Of course you have the manual, and I'm going to let you have the opportunity to pause to see all of the different specs, because I know there's some of you out there that really want to be able to see all the specs. So take a chance, pause this, and then we can move forward. As I stand holding this pole, you can clearly see that this is actually beyond 4 feet. And as I extend this out to the full extension, this is more than the 5.8 feet that it says in the manual. So what I want to do is take the opportunity now and actually measure the exact distance. I'm not going to include the battery that would go on the end, and of course I am not going to take into account the chainsaw itself. I'm going to take exception to what it said in the manual. The manual says that this goes from 4 feet to 5 feet 8 inches. But if you look at this, actually it is longer than the 4 feet. So let me grab this tape measure and we're going to measure this. If I put the tape measure, I'm going to bring this all the way down. We'll lock that. I'm going to take the tape measure and we are going to take the tape measure, we'll measure this. And if we measure this, this is actually 57 3/4 of an inch. And that's not counting the battery going on it. So that's 57 inches, not 48. If I measure just this base unit itself, then I can get the 48 inches there. But that's really not a true representation. Let's open this up now and see how long that it actually is. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing again. We'll put the tape measure right onto the end of this. If I can keep it on there. And then we'll go all the way down. And this is actually 80 inches. So that's a little bit different than what the manual says. So this is the actual true length without having the chainsaw on it and without the battery being attached. So this is the true length of the pole, and that's a significant difference than what the manual says. You know, the manual clearly states that it's going to be from 4 feet to 5.8 inches. So from my perspective, you're getting a little bonus. And of course, you've got the battery charger. Can't leave that out. I'm going to go ahead and put the battery on charge, get this all charged up and ready to be able to do some tree trimming. When you're charging the battery, you're going to have this green flashing light. When it's fully charged, of course, that's going to turn to a solid green. The pole itself has where you can push the buttons and change the position of where the chainsaw is going to be. So that's one position, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 positions that you have. Now you notice the battery came off, and you notice that this doesn't slip on. Well, there's 2 parts. So when you remove the battery for charging, you have one more component right here that needs to slip off. With this slipped off, now you can attach this to the pole, and then you have a safety lock right there that clamps it in place. Now you can adjust this to any position that you want it to be able to take full advantage of your tree pruning activities. Anytime that your chainsaw is not in use, I certainly suggest using the guard. Keep that guard on for safety because that blade is very sharp. To be able to extend this to the full distance, this goes from 4 feet to 5.8. Just simply unlock the clamp, extend this out to where you need it, and then clamp it back in place. And that will hold it firmly so that you can continue your cutting operation. On the handle end, that portion that we just took off of the chainsaw itself will slide on right onto this area. And now you'll be able to attach the battery. And then you'll be able to control the chainsaw from this switch right here. You do have the safety switch here, so you must depress this before pulling the trigger to turn the saw on. One of the things that I really like about this chainsaw is that you have the oil reservoir. So you can take that off, you can fill the reservoir, and then that will take care of oil in the chain and keeping it lubricated, which is very important. You also have, on top of this cap, it's called a compression cap, so that you can actually pump this and be able to push the oil out to the blade and be able to keep that blade lubricated. Again, that's another very nice feature. I'm going to go ahead and put some oil in this. Don't forget, this oil is included in the VEVOR package to be able to put into this reservoir to be able to keep this chainsaw blade well lubricated. Once this bottle is completely used and you need to put in additional oil, then you can use the bar and chain oil from any supplier. You do have this cover here. I'm going to take this off for a moment. You do have this cover that you can take off. That way you can get into the sprocket and be able to make any adjustment that you need. One of the biggest tasks that I have that's ongoing in my yard is to be able to keep this canopy of all these different trees cut back. I like to be able to keep this canopy cut back where it's about 12 to 15 feet high. Left unchecked, this will grow right down almost to the ground, and I can't have that. And I can't get on a ladder to be able to trim it, so the next best thing is to use a pole saw that has the ability to extend out to reach those high places and trim all these limbs off. And looking at the backyard, you can see that there are some low limbs that are already beginning to come down lower than what I want. I like to be able to keep this canopy about 14-15 feet high, and that gives me plenty of clearance, plus it leaves enough light to be able to take care of the garden. But left unchecked, these limbs will grow very, very quickly and really make it where you can't even walk without hitting your head on these limbs. And you can see one there that's getting quite low, and I have another set over here that need to be trimmed off today. It's just getting too low to the ground. This is an example here. When these limbs come down too low, it's time to get them cut. As you can see, the light now is solid green, so the battery pack is fully charged and it's ready to go trim some trees. On the battery itself, it has an indicator right here that you can actually push the button and you can see exactly how this charge is. So by pushing this button, I can see all 4 green lights, so I know this battery is fully charged. And then once you're finished, we can unclip this. We can push this button right here. Release. Then at the other end for the handle, I'll just push this button and release the battery and this little adapter. Then I can slip it on here, and I have a portable mini chainsaw to be able to cut up the branches even smaller. One of the other things that I want to point out is this little indicator right here as to how much oil that you have in the reservoir. And if you look closely, I have right here at this point the quantity of the oil remaining. And if I need to put some more oil onto the chain, just depress this little compression button on top of the tab, and that will put more oil out to the blade. At this point, I've shown you how it cuts these small limbs, but what about a larger limb? How does this mini chainsaw work on a log like this? And how does it do it with larger logs? Well, let's see. There you go. That's not bad. Cutting that canopy out really makes a big difference. Really opens this up, and that's what I want. I want to be able to walk clearly through here without having to worry about tree limbs hitting me. And it provides still plenty of shade with this canopy that we have over the yard. In fact, I'd say we probably get too much shade in this backyard. I wish I had a little bit more sunshine to be able to grow more of the different vegetables that need that sun. Now for the hard part. I just cut off this limb, and it's actually quite high. It was about as high as I could reach. So I'm taking a tape measure, and I'm going to measure from that little branch that I cut all the way to the ground just to see how high that it is. And this is a little bit of a challenge, but I think I can do it. So I'm going to hook the tape measure right on the edge of this limb that I had just cut off, and I'll measure all the way down to the ground. Okay, I measured from that tree limb that I cut all the way down to the ground, and it was 14 feet 6 inches. That's not bad, considering I'm not that tall to begin with. And I was able to reach and cut the limbs off at that 14 foot 6 inch mark. I'm happy with that. That is the type of canopy that I want to be able to have trimmed away so I can freely access my backyard. My next challenge is cutting the limbs off of this oak tree. You can see how these limbs are almost touching the ground, and I want to be able to clear all of this out so you have access to the sidewalk again. So thanks a lot for watching this video today, and I look forward to seeing you in the very next project. I'll also leave a link in the description below so that you can take a look at this VEVOR pole mini chainsaw that you can use in your garden. So if you need to have a pole mini chainsaw, this is one that I think that you should take a look at real closely and add it to your shop. So for now, everyone, bye-bye. And I look forward to seeing you real soon in my next video.